Yo, new kid! Yeah, I'm talking to you. Come here. Hey, I just saw that you were about to go eat lunch alone again, and I thought, why don't I join you? Yes, I'm serious. Come sit over here with me. Huh? Yeah, no. I kinda get this table to myself. People know not to bother me. I guess it kinda pays to be student body president sometimes. Oh, you think that's why I'm talking to you? Because it's a part of my job as student body president? You think I take any of that seriously? I barely even show up for the meetings. I'll always have some last minute excuse. People get it. The only reason I was voted in is because no one wanted to run against me, of all people. I mean, most nobody. And the truth was, that super academic girl that wanted class president to be on her, resume or whatever, wasn't really racking up enough points. Yes, I am totally unqualified. How did you guess? Regardless, can you just accept when someone's trying to be nice to you? I kinda noticed you were having a bit of a tough time fitting in. Hey, look, I don't have to be in any of your classes to hear what's going around about you. Yeah, there's a few rumors. Don't worry, it's nothing too embarrassing, I guess. Oh, look. I'm not doing this because, well, I want to bully you or anything. I guess I took a little bit of pity on you, but at the same time, it just doesn't do to see someone getting, well, ignored for no reason. It hardly seems like anyone's given you a chance yet, so I'd at least like to see what you're like. That way I can help you find somewhere that you fit in. Where could someone like you fit in? Well, it really depends, again, on what you're like, but my initial suggestion is the anime club, and I think that there's also a tabletop role playing club. I don't exactly know what that means, but it's kind of an overlap between the two in terms of the kinds of people I see there. So, just some suggestions, I guess. But there's always other things that you could probably be good at. Like band? Sorry, I was kidding. But I mean, if you are into band, it's no problem. I wouldn't judge you. A lot. Huh, what am I good at? Well, I guess that's a good question. I'm good at getting passing grades. As long as I put my mind to it, I can hit almost the exact number I need to get through the school. Which I'd say is almost more impressive than doing, really well. Because not only am I dedicating only just enough energy to succeed, but I'm, budgeting my time such that I enjoy myself as much as possible. So, who's the real winner here? The kids with the 4.0 GPAs, or the girl that gets to go out to McDonald's every day after school, hang out with random friends, and spend her weekends lying in bed playing video games? What? Yeah, of course I played video games. Who doesn't play video games anymore? I feel like everyone has, like, at least a phone that they can play Genshin on or something. And don't say it doesn't count. It absolutely does count. But I'll have you know, I play a lot of PC games. I really like horror games. And I don't mean like Five Nights at Freddy's. Like what? Well, have you heard of Deathmark? It's criminally underrated. Genuinely love that series. I mean, the sequel games weren't as great, but I replay the first one all the time. Okay, well, what kind of video games do you like? Maybe we have something in common. Huh. Well, unfortunately, I don't actually play that one, but I'd be willing to give it a shot. Maybe I'd like it, you never know. What other stuff am I good at? Whew. Well, I really like skateboarding. You can probably tell by the fact that all my jeans are torn to shreds at the knees, but it pisses teachers off to no end when you show up in jeans that have, like, holes the size of your arm. But that's kind of part of the fun. Because I'm student body president, I can kind of get away with a lot of stuff. Are people afraid of me? Um, I guess that's one way to put it. I guess it's more so they don't want to have to deal with me. I can be really stubborn and really persuasive. Plus, I feel like most people don't want to get on my bad side simply because I'm so much fun to be around. I'm mostly kidding about that, but the truth is, I do have a fair amount of, at least, acquaintances that I spend time with. So I'm absolutely certain that I'll be able to find you some friends. Hey, you know what? I think that's something I'm good at. I like bringing people together. When I have two people that I know like similar things, I will say, hey, why don't we hang out together? And then usually they hit it off right away. And that kind of brings a warm, fuzzy feeling inside. So, I guess you could say that's why I'm here right now, besides feeling bad for you. No, you don't have to thank me. Let's see. Who would be a good friend for you? Maybe I'll have to write out a list of people and start doing some cross referencing and make a few calls. I'm just messing with you. You know who'd make a perfect friend for you? Me. Duh. I feel like we're already hitting it off so well. What, don't you agree? I didn't realize you were so easily flustered. No, I'm serious. I'd love to be your friend. In fact, I was planning on going down to the GameStop after school, and I usually do that on my own simply because my friends generally don't like to play the same things as me. Or they're only interested in looking at the plushies, which I love a good plushie, but I want someone to talk games with. So if you'd like to come with, then you could be my video game friend. And I could really use someone to help me out with the more multiplayer-based games. Like, I'm really tired of going through Sniper Elite on my own. Just saying. Hey, don't worry. If there's any games that you don't already have, I'm happy to spot you some cash. But look, I'm not made of money, so we'll have to make it a proper exchange. What do I mean by that? Well, time is money, right? So if I buy a video game for you, then you have to spend the next few hours of your life playing that video game with me. Sound like a fair deal? Sweet. I knew you'd see things my way. Anyway, I usually don't actually eat lunch here. I just wanted to catch you because I know that you're the type to stay in the cafeteria, or at least you have been since you arrived here. But honestly, I recommend walking down to the park. It's like less than 2 minutes off the school, and it's just so much nicer. There's lots of places to sit, and because of the way that it's set up, all of the bugs kind of stay in the forest, and you don't have to worry about flies buzzing around your lunch. Oh yeah, I'll show you there after school if you want. It's on my way to the bus stop anyway, so... Do you have a bus pass yet? Or do you just pay the standard fare each time? I ride the bus pretty much everywhere, so I do have a pass of my own. But if you don't have one, I'm happy to spot you some cash. Unless you have exact change for the bus. I think it's $3.25? Pretty sure. I mean, I haven't needed to keep up with it considering I have a pass, but hey. I always keep some spare change on me just in case I want to spot a bro, you know? Alright, well, then it's a plan. What's your last class of the day? No way, with Mr. Tyler's? Ugh, that's rough. I'd hate to have that at the end of the day because, he goes on forever. With the knowledge that you have to leave or you'll be late for your next class, it's a little easier to get out of there on time, but when it's at the very end of the day, oh my god, I can imagine he'd keep you there 10 minutes after the bell. Maybe even longer. Yeah, all through my sophomore year, I had him right before lunch, and I had like a way shorter lunch period than everyone else because of it. Serves me right for flunking out on a class in my first year and having to repeat it. Well, I learned my lesson from there on out. Like I said, I am cruising just by the hair on my neck. Oh, like college? Ugh, who cares about that stuff? You know what I'm gonna do? And you better not make fun of me. I'm serious. I'm gonna be a plumber. Hey, I can see that look. Don't you dare say anything. I'm so serious. Not only are plumbers really high in demand, but it's a job not a lot of people want to do in the first place, so it's pretty secure. And the thing is, I have a really awful sense of smell, so I'm sure that I'd be able to get by with it a lot easier than most people. That, and I just really like working with my hands. Oh yeah, I'm serious. My best class was probably when I did, I think people just call it auto. Yeah, we did a lot of stuff with cars, even messed around with 3D printers. It was kind of awesome. Oh yeah, I highly recommend you take it if you can. It's a pretty easy credit, but at the same time, it's just a lot of fun. At least it was for me. But anyway, like I was saying, being a plumber is the perfect job. So, if you end up struggling a lot with credits in your last year, I highly recommend looking into some trades work. And I know pretty much everyone in this stupid town, so if you need help getting connections or an apprenticeship of some kind, just let me know. Oh, my mom's on the city council. Yeah, I guess this whole leadership thing runs in my blood. That's how everyone knew I'd make a perfect student body president. Oh yeah, people are pretty happy with me. At least for the most part. The teachers aren't super pleased, but they can't really say anything. Oh, well, I guess you could just say I'm a real ideas gal. I help set up all these school events that people are really jazzed about, so it brings in a fair amount of money just because people show up and actually have fun. So, like I said, the teachers can't really say anything about it because I'm the one who's doing all the hard work. Thinking. Teachers can't think for the life of them. You know what they say? Those who don't know, teach. And I have to admit, I think it's pretty true. Oh, actually, my favorite iteration of that phrase is those who don't know teach, and those who can't teach, teach Jim. You'll learn that if you ever have Mr. Macy. I'm so glad I got my phys ed credit out of the way early on, because, oh god, he's a nightmare. You know those people who just idolize police officers and really think that they're cut out to be like a military man, even though they've never accomplished anything more than watching like a true crime show and maybe guessing the culprit? Ugh, that's Macy. He thinks he's such, well, not to be crass, but he thinks he's hot shit, and he really, really is not. In my opinion, I just don't think a gym teacher should have a beer gut. But hey. Oh no, I have nothing against a little extra weight. I mean, have you seen my tummy? No, I'm serious. I am muffin topping for real under the shirt. My point more is if you're gonna talk the talk, you better walk the walk. That's all I'm saying. Or is it walk the talk? Talk the walk? Huh. Regardless. My point being, some people just really don't know what they're talking about, and some people do. And if there's one thing I know, it's how people work. I know how to bring people together. I know what people have fun with. So yeah, I make a pretty good student body president. People really think you gotta be academically minded to be good at that sort of thing, but the truth is, you've just gotta be personable, friendly, or at least willing to go out and learn stuff about people. Listen. That's something teachers are really bad at doing, actually. Just listening. They're so used to just listening to themselves talk. Like, standing at the front of a classroom and talking for an hour straight cannot be good for anyone's listening skills. Just saying. Ugh, I've probably taken up your entire lunch break with my stupid rambling. But hey, we are gonna hang out after school, right? God, I'm so glad to have a new friend. And someone who finally likes video games. No, you'd be surprised. Either people like video games and don't want to admit it, or they just want to play alone, or they want to play online. It's like, cool, you want to play online with your friends over in Europe or whatever, but I'm right here, and we could be co-oping in the same room, but whatever. I don't have to worry about that anymore. Okay. I'll let you eat your lunch, but where should we meet? Where's your locker? Oh, okay, yeah, I know where that is. I'll be there ASAP after my classes. Though, I don't mind waiting a little bit if Tyler's holds you back. No, it's fine, it'll be worth it. No, I'm serious. Doing stuff for your friends is always worth it. I mean, not always, but stuff like this. I'm just excited to spend time with someone who I think will probably get me on a deeper level. So yeah, I'm glad that we met today.